Hi, this is Joe from Not Easily, and hopefully you're here because you bought one of my paracord bracelet kits at Seekonk Flea Market, any of the fairs that we're planning on doing this summer, or Well Fleet, or any other flea. You know, the bag's gone. Inside you're going to find about 10 feet of paracord and one plastic side release 3/8 inch buckle. So let's go ahead and get started. I've decided here, because we have red and black, I like that particular combination, my high school colors. I'm going to have the red in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and start up this way. We're going to fold this over a little bit, and with a little bit of a, without bumping the tripod, Joe, a little bit of a finagle, we're going to go ahead and pull a loop up through the buckle. We're going to go over the top, and then back on itself, and then just make sure any twists and rolls are gone. We're then going to run the length of this out, and we're going to stick the other two ends down through the top of the other side of the buckle, hopefully without getting them twisted. Now, from this step on, I'm going to vary a little bit from what you're going to do, but I'm going to show you what you're going to do. I'm going to tie mine on a jig today, just because it's a lot easier for me, because I tie a lot of these bloody things. So I'm going to give this a flip, make sure we aren't too twisted. Yes, there we go. Here we are. This is where you want to be. You're going to then stick your hand through here and pull this. If I stop bumping the tripod, it'll be a lot easier to see. You're going to go ahead and pull this tight so that it is flat against your wrist with one cord on either side, like so. Okay, that's nice and flat and tight. Then we're going to stick two fingers up in here and make sure that we have enough room to tie the bracelet. Okay? Roughly 2 fingers worth of space inside, and then pop your buckle and hold these two right here. You are now ready to start your custom Cobra Weave bracelet. So we're not going to let this move. We're going to take the red, because that's going to be in the middle the whole time, and bring it over the top. I'm going to bring the black over the red, underneath, and back up through the hole that the red made on the other side. And then, without letting this move, we're going to pull this tight here and here. So you're just going to continue tying the same way. I'm going to put this on a jig, so I'm going to have to adjust the size just a touch. And I'm doing that so I can not have to think about it too much. See, I'm just a little over 8 inches if I'm going to make myself a custom one. These jigs are what I use to tie all the production bracelets that you probably saw when you bought your kit, the 7, 8, and 9 inch bracelets. That's all they're for, is to make sure that the sizes come out the same every time. Now, we are still in the same spot. Again, red's in the middle, so the red's going to go over the top. I'm going to take the black over the red, underneath, and up through the hole that the red made. And we're going to pull that nice and tight. Now, I'm going to kick this up to the speed that I normally tie, and we're going to see how quickly these things come together once you get a little practice in. I have been tying one way or another these and other things for about 20 years, give or take, so if you're not keeping up, don't worry about it. It happens. Speed comes in time. But this stuff is a 550-pound test. It's 7 strand, and they count the sheath, the outside color that you're looking at, as the strand, as a strand. So there's 6 interior strands and the sheath. I forget how the math works out, but each of the interior strands can be used for anything from, I believe they're each 30-pound tests. They can be used for fishing line. They can be used to make a net. They can be used to make a bag to keep your food up in a tree if you're stuck out in the woods and you don't want to have to worry about critters getting in what you're trying to eat. I could really stop bumping the tripod while I'm doing this, couldn't I? Now, and I am doing the same knot over and over again, over the middle, straight up, under and through. Every time, over the middle, straight up, under and through. I'm here to the splice. I'm going to make sure that I have one stitch sitting right on top of that splice. And as you're going along, you can kind of give it a milk going backwards this way to make sure you're packing all the cord in there that you can get in there. If you do it right, you're going to get about all of this 10 feet of cord into your bracelet. You have a couple little bits left over, make yourself a quick knife fob or something for your keys or whichever, whatever. My kits tend to run a little long. I say 10 feet, most of them end up about 12 because my wingspan's about 6 feet and I don't always use a ruler when I'm measuring them. So, we're working our way to the end here, all the way through, and you can see the knot hasn't changed. Nothing has. If you're pulling it nice and tight, it's going to be nice and even, and you're going to get plenty of cord in here. And you can put kind of a pack here and there, but if you're tying tight, it's not going to move very far. And again, round and around and around. Okay, I'm going to pop this guy off the jig so I can show you how to finish it in hand, which is how you're doing it. Okay, so you got the last stitch or two here. Make sure you go all the way right up to the other buckle. Pull this knot, this lark's head knot, nice and tight. You can see the little gap there. We can get one more stitch in. So we're going. So, like I said, this is an 8-inch bracelet. There was plenty in here for a 9. Probably get close to a 10-inch bracelet with what's here. We're going to go ahead and pack one more stitch in here. Make sure that's nice and tight and you have every inch of cord in your bracelet for those emergency situations that you might need and that you can carry. So, we're here. That's your bracelet. Okay? We have to deal with these. Kids, get mom and dad to do this part for you. Okay? Parents, when this stuff melts, it turns into liquid sticky fire. So it is nasty. Kids, don't try this at home. Get a decent pair of shears. Or if you don't have one, a knife, razor blade, whatever. Cut off, leaving about 1/4 inch of cord on either side. Take a lighter. Any lighter. You got a Zippo, it works. A Bic works. You're going to warm these ends up. You can see them kind of shrivel as they go, trying not to light my phone on fire while I'm doing this, and go ahead and give it a squish so you end up with a nice flat end like that. Get the buckle out of the way, keep your fingers out of the way, keep everything out of the way. Don't touch the plastic if you don't have to. Okay, stay away from the plastic. Again, with the metal of the lighter, you can see a little bead of melted plastic there. Let it cool for a second, hit it with the lighter, and you end up with 2 flat ends that aren't very likely to pull out unless you really work at it. So, there is your 100% American-made paracord survival bracelet from your kit, from Not Easily. This is Joe. This is my first YouTube video ever, so I hope you liked it. I hope it was informative. Please, please check back often, as I am going to be making videos for everything that we do. Every collar, every necklace, every bracelet, every stitch, every weave. And they should be coming out on a fairly regular basis. Thanks again. Thanks for buying. Thanks for hitting the website at noteasily.com, KNOTEASILY.com. And check us out on Facebook at Not Easily on Facebook. Have yourselves a great day. Thanks again.